Hey, what's good, y'all? So today I'm gonna take you on a trip from 2010 to 2025, and we're gonna compare my favorite ship in Star Wars, the ARC-170, and we're gonna see which one is better, which one I personally like in my collection and would want to have more of, and which one is worth the value it was at retail. And then we're gonna see what this one particularly is worth nowadays. So you can see if it's still worth putting in your collection and purchasing, or if you should just go for this one that's on shelves now for its current price. So first off, we're going to start off with the 2010 ARC-170, and then we'll move on to this one from 2025. But let's get a closer look at this thing. So here is a quick look at the 2010 ARC-170. You can see it is at a larger scale than the current one we have, and it comes with 4 minifigures. I do not have the Astromech droid. I thought I purchased it when I rebought this, but I did not. So we have the 2025 droid. It was basically, let me get that to focus, basically the same as this. The head is a little different, but the body was basically the same. No back printing. As we see, they don't want to do back printing for everyone except for R2D2, so I'm not going to get that. But this one comes with Kit Fisto, one of 3 sets, I believe, that come with Kit Fisto, which we need a new Kit Fisto in our lives. We really need a new, updated version of him. But this, one of my favorite minifigures of all time, such an amazing fig, great rubber. It lasted really long, too, for being 15 years old. It looks great. Then it comes with 2 clone pilots, which these are pretty just basic clone pilots. They look well. They look better than the 2005 versions, and their heads are pretty clean. Make it let they have the visor on when you put the helmet on. I really like these. I have no qualms with this. The lack of leg printing kind of sucks, but it was 2010, so for the time, great figures. So now, when we pick the ship up, you can see the size comparison of it to me. It's freaking huge, but it has some flaws due to age and some designs. I will say I rebought this a couple years back for, I think I got it pre-owned for 220, and it is one of my favorite ships. I had it as a kid when I was 11 years old, so it was such a nostalgia boost to get it again. But I have new rubber bands on this, and I think I might have done the gears wrong or something, but the rubber band system sucks in my opinion. Touched the mic. If you heard that, my bad. But the rubber band system really sucks in my opinion. It's super, I guess you can say, dated, and it just doesn't last. And mine doesn't even work. I tried to fix it, and I was lazy and was just like didn't care too much because I don't care about it opening too much. I have it on my wall, as y'all have seen in past videos, so that's not a big thing for me. But if you care about that, if you get one of these, make sure you have replacement rubber bands at their disposal, which you can just get those little rubber bands you can get to put in your hair. You can just put those on there, and it's a quick fix. So, but mine doesn't work, so it doesn't look great, but it has a good, you know, aura to it because of the size. It's freaking huge. So like, if you want a big set, it is nice, but it's it's not the most sturdy set. Like if you want something, you can whip this thing around and fly it and everything, but like if you mess up a joint like I did, or the rubber band break, you're just getting flappy, and then the wings are just really heavy and long, which I get looks great just sitting there, but like moving around, it's still gonna stay together, but it's janky. But it's a very great set. I love it still. It's still one of my favorite sets. I want to get another one just so I can have like a fleet of them on my displays. So I think that would be pretty sweet. But that's a lot. That's basically all I really have to say for this. The stickers have held up decently over time. They still were doing the stickers on the windscreens for the little cabins that the pilots go into. And then you have, the turrets on the back and the front, which these look so much sweeter than the ones on the new one, which we'll get to. And there was a bombing mechanism on the bottom that I took off so I could put it on my wall. So that's on me again. So you have the Republic logos here, also stickers have held up decently well. These stickers have held up well as well. And like I did have yellowing on this, which I think there's a little bit of yellowing over here from age, but you can get that off of vinegar. If you didn't know, now you know. But let's get right into the other one and then talk about it, some of its pros and its cons, and then we'll compare the size and see which one's worth it. Okay, so the 2025 version, as you can see, not as impressive on the scale factor. It's much more compact and smaller, but in my eyes, it kind of looks more screen accurate in certain points of views and how it's proportioned. So I don't see a problem with that as much. And also, like, it's a little overpriced for the amount of pieces. I believe it's like 500 pieces. You're paying $70 for this one, but I really like it. It didn't really bother me. I felt like it was worth my money once I put it together, and I have it all on display, so that didn't bother me at all. And you get four minifigures just like the last. You don't get any Jedi for this one, so you just get three different clone pilots with different helmets. I believe all of their torsos and their light printing are the same. Yes, indeed they are, but they have one that has a black helmet, there's a red helmet, and a blue helmet. So that's some little differences they have, and then you just get, I forget his name, but green astromech droid. Good to have, and it works with that. But I know there was something that happened when you bought this. Some of them had black windscreens, and I don't know if I have the black or the clear. I think I have the clear or the black. I'm not sure. I know there was like a batch they sent with really dark tinted windscreens, and it was even like that on the bots. And then they didn't have them, or they had them and then they switched it. So I don't know. But let's do the little size comparison now and show you all the differences. So even though this one is way smaller, like just a quick little look. Ooh, let me get a hold of this one, and it fell apart. But look at the size difference. It's insane, the scale difference in just 10 years and inflation and what Lego can get away with now. But this one might be bigger, but this one's built so much better. It's way more sturdy. Like, you can do whatever with this. Nothing is falling. You can do whatever. You can give this to your kid. He's probably not going to break it unless they're a demon. So, like, it's super simple, and there's no rubber bands for the wings, which I like because I don't have to mess with some weird gear system that breaks and messes up. Or if you do one thing wrong, you take it all apart. You just do that, and they're open. That's it. They don't open as wide as the other ones, but they open basically good enough and perfect enough, and it looks really nice. And if you just want to close it, you just push them down, and that's it. Super simple. So I love that. I think the design is super sleek. The engines look so much better on this one to me. They just look more compact and like pristine. This one looks real junky and like they just kind of put like a big tire on the front. So I don't really enjoy that too much. I used to as a kid, but now that I see like something like this, I see what I was missing. And then the front looks way more sharp and put together, and they use the pieces real well to blend that together. And I just really enjoy this one a lot. The only thing that really bothers me of this one are these turrets on the front. Like this one being short and being the stud shooter, or the whatever they call this shooter now with the sprint action shooter, that's fine. But this, like, they just would have made it like another one of these long, and then didn't put brown on the front. I've looked at some of the source material. I have not noticed a brown barrel on the turrets at all. So that doesn't make any sense. I don't know if they were just being cheap and just like throw a brown piece in there. I don't know, but that bothers me. So like this a little stubby. It might be the scale, but in my opinion, it just looks better when they're out to around here ish. Like they have this extra length on it. So I might DIY it myself and put another piece on it, but that's not too crazy. But it just looks weird. It looks real stubby. But now we can talk about pricing. So this one you can get at any of your retailers, Walmart, Target, anything, for $70. But I think it's 497 pieces. You might say you want it to be $50, but you're paying 70. You're getting a great, sturdy, strong build that looks really well. It's not a terrible size. You get 4 minifigures. It's not a bad deal. But if you want to get the 2010 version, and if you're really into the classics, like I thought I got a good deal on this. I got the bots, which is somewhere, and then the 2 clone troopers, Kit Fisto, and I don't believe I got to ask my droid this, which I don't have it, for 220. And it was pre-owned, so it was pre-built, and they unbuilt it and sent it to me. I got it for 220 on eBay. But if you want like brand new in the box, your first time opening again, you're looking upwards of $300 to $400. So if you'd rather save some money and get something just as good, but it's not the size, go for the newer one. But if you really like this one, this is like your holy grail or nostalgia filled project, like it was for me, get it. It's worth it. I mean, it's still Lego, so like you're spending $300, $400, 200 to the lowest on plastic. But like obviously that doesn't bother me. It makes me happy. So if you want to do that, I'd say go for this one. But if you just want a quick and easy purchase and it's just as good, it has even better qualities, and it's going to last you longer, and the mechanics on this aren't going to just fall and fail after so long, I would go with this one. Personally, it's starting to beat the 2010 one for me, because the more I own this one and have it and I see it and I have it on my wall as well with the other one, it just feels sleeker and nicer, and I just really like it. Because even though Lego is downsizing all of their sets, they're making them more accurate and they're making them built way better. So the engineering of these sets is just way better than the past. They might not be huge, and like you buy a $60 set, and it's gonna be a foot and a half long, but you're getting a really good engineered product that will last, and like you could play with it when you're a kid and your kids could play with it and it still will hold up. Whereas this one, I'm not letting a child touch the 2010 one. It's not happening. It will break in minutes. Like it's not fun to play with. I remember even playing with it as myself as a kid. The wings fell off all the time. The rubber bands would slip off or something. Like it was not. Pieces would come off if you grab it from an angle. It's not that great to play with. Very good for a display set. Like, and I hope they make a UCS version of the ARC-170. That would be amazing. But that's the biggest and closest one we got. So if you want it as a display, get it. If you want something you can play with, or you can move around, or you can have some easy fun with, and it's way cheaper, get this one. This is definitely the one. So that's basically all I have to talk to you guys about. Take a final look at both of these together. And if you guys have any other sets you see in my collection you want me to review, talk about, make any type of videos on, or any type of video suggestions you have, just comment them down below and I'll look at them and I'll see what I can do for you. But if you want to see more videos like this, see more Legos, and see my journey on my building my collection, please subscribe and leave me a like, and I will see you guys in the next video I'm able to make. Deuces.